walk-ins can paint whatever they want. We have a lot of underglazes colors for people to choose from, and our place is full of paintings from my husband Chris and also myself. He paints the oil paintings and I paint the ceramics, and all the white stuff that you see there is called bisque, which is the pots that are ready for people to paint with underglaze. That is the fireplace and the AC, so our studio is good for summer and for winter. And that is our beautiful kiln, is where the magic happens.
Hi Talos, how you doing?
Hi everybody, so here I am showing you our studio. That was our little cat Talos. My husband and I own this studio. That is where I stream from. And our little studio is called Brush It Off Seattle. That is the table where we make all things clay related. We hand build. We also will throw. And there is where our clients can come in. Walk-ins can paint whatever they want. We have a lot of underglazes colors for people to choose from, and our place is full of paintings from my husband Chris and also myself. He paints the oil paintings and I paint the ceramics, and all the white stuff that you see there is called bisque, which is the pots that are ready for people to paint with underglaze. That is the fireplace and the AC, so our studio is good for summer and for winter. And that is our beautiful kiln, is where the magic happens.
Hi Talos, how you doing?
Hi everybody, so here I am showing you our studio. That was our little cat Talos. My husband and I own this studio. That is where I stream from. And our little studio is called Brush It Off Seattle. That is the table where we make all things clay related. We hand build. We also will throw. And there is where our clients can come in. Walk-ins can paint whatever they want. We have a lot of underglazes colors for people to choose from, and our place is full of paintings from my husband Chris and also myself. He paints the oil paintings and I paint the ceramics, and all the white stuff that you see there is called bisque, which is the pots that are ready for people to paint with underglaze. That is the fireplace and the AC, so our studio is good for summer and for winter. And that is our beautiful kiln, is where the magic happens.
Hi Talos, how you doing?
Hi everybody, so here I am showing you our studio. That was our little cat Talos. My husband and I own this studio. That is where I stream from. And our little studio is called Brush It Off Seattle. That is the table where we make all things clay related. We hand build. We also will throw. And there is where our clients can come in. walk-ins can paint whatever they want. We have a lot of underglazes colors for people to choose from, and our place is full of paintings from my husband Chris and also myself. He paints the oil paintings and I paint the ceramics, and all the white stuff that you see there is called bisque, which is the pots that are ready for people to paint with underglaze. That is the fireplace and the AC, so our studio is good for summer and for winter. And that is our beautiful kiln, is where the magic happens.
Hi, Talos. How you doing?
Hi everybody, so here I am showing you our studio. That was our little cat Talos. My husband and I own this studio. That is where I stream from, and our little studio is called Brush It Off Seattle. That is the table where we make all things clay related. We hand build. We also will throw, and there is where our clients can come in. Walk-ins can paint whatever they want. We have a lot of underglazes colors for people to choose from, and our place is full of paintings from my husband Chris and also myself. He paints the oil paintings and I paint the ceramics, and all the white stuff that you see there is called bisque, which is the pots that are ready for people to paint with underglaze. That is the fireplace and the AC, so our studio is good for summer and for winter. And that is our beautiful kiln, is where the magic happens.
Hi, Talos. How you doing?
Hi everybody, so here I am showing you our studio. That was our little cat Talos. My husband and I own this studio. That is where I stream from, and our little studio is called Brush It Off Seattle. That is the table where we make all things clay related. We hand build. We also will throw, and there is where our clients can come in. Walk-ins can paint whatever they want. We have a lot of underglazes colors for people to choose from, and our place is full of paintings from my husband Chris and also myself. He paints the oil paintings and I paint the ceramics, and all the white stuff that you see there is called bisque, which is the pots that are ready for people to paint with underglaze. That is the fireplace and the AC, so our studio is good for summer and for winter. And that is our beautiful kiln, is where the magic happens.
Hi, Talos. How you doing?
Hi everybody, so here I am showing you our studio. That was our little cat Talos. My husband and I own this studio. That is where I stream from, and our little studio is called Brush It Off Seattle. That is the table where we make all things clay related. We hand build. We also will throw, and there is where our clients can come in. walk-ins can paint whatever they want. We have a lot of underglazes colors for people to choose from, and our place is full of paintings from my husband Chris and also myself. He paints the oil paintings and I paint the ceramics, and all the white stuff that you see there is called bisque, which is the pots that are ready for people to paint with underglaze. That is the fireplace and
MammaRoub.
the AC, so our studio is good for summer and for
Meow, meow,
winter.
meow.
And that is our
Meow.
beautiful kiln.
Meowers.
We are meowing. Hi everybody, it's good to see you all.
Hi, mommy. Hi, friend.
No, I love that Baby Roub is joining in voice.
Yes.
Yes, and
Oh, I'm live too. I'm not just in voice.
Yeah.
We're live together right now.
Nice. And
Yeah.
how's everybody doing? Hello
Hi,
everybody. Hello chat. Thank you for being here. I would love to know if the music sounds good or is it too loud or too low. If somebody can tell me that, that would be great. I'm playing a Chilean author. So it's a radio that I put the Chilean author, so the radio has Chilean music. So it's cute.
Yeah.
I hope that you like it. Okay, so as you can
Your stream
see, what?
I have your stream open.
You have my stream open,
See,
so you can see me.
so I can see it.
Hi.
Yeah, I wanted to see, not the NVIDIA driver update right now. Don't do that one right now. By the way, you'll stop your stream.
No, it doesn't say anything, or do you see it on my end?
No.
No.
I just saw it pop up on mine, and I was like, no. Not
Okay.
okay.
So I want to tell everybody that I am painting a rooster.
Yes.
A huge rooster. I also want to tell everybody that I have the Snow and Frank Emergency Vet campaign. So you have it on the screen, so you can check that out in case you are able to help. And let me go ahead. I'm gonna show you this side first. So how does that look like? Does it look good?
1 second.
Can you see it?
1 sec. Oh, my internet just died.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
How
Hold
is that?
on. I'm so sorry.
How is that possible? Well, what do you mean it died?
I don't know. My OBS got disconnected. I'm bit rating. It's the bit rate.
Oh, but you still. My webs just died. 1 sec. Ah, okay, that's strange. Okay, well, thank you for lurkies. And I'm showing here what I'm painting, which is a huge rooster. And it is kind of a cookie jar sort of thing. So what I did here is so the red is 3 or 4 coats, so that is bright. And then in the yellow part, what I did is I put 2 layers of a kind of light or not so bold yellow. And then I did bold lines of different, I can show it closer. See, so those lines are going to shine after the fire. And the teal color that you see is 2 coats of one base color. So here's my plan. I am going to show you. Let me put my Spotify a little bit less loud. There. Let's see. There. So here's my idea. In order to have an idea of the colors, I'm going to, let me see if I can change my view. See? So here, whoops, there, this is the picture that I'm using to like, oop, the light is not working. I mean, it's working, but it's not cooperating. Let me show you here. So this one, I'm going to show you like this. Hopefully you can see the picture. I'm using this picture of a real rooster to have some idea of what tones I'm using. See, this is the picture. So that's where I got the inspiration for the yellow part. And what I want to do now is I want to try to have the same effect or similar effect of the colors here, these colors. Let me see if I can read this better. I'm trying to put it there and see, just painting. Okay, maybe there you can see, those are the colors that I'm trying to. House Stellar! Stellar Puma, I see a meow, so I'm gonna say meow back. Meow, 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 meow. There. Okay, so like I said, here I have the motivation, or not the motivation, the inspiration for the colors that I'm using in my rooster. And I want to try and emulate a little bit those colors in the tail and in the feather. All right, so for that, this is what I have. I will combine for different hues. I can put it like this so you guys can see it better. See, I have all of these hues of blue. And have you seen the greater prairie chicken? It looks very dino-like. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. But I have not seen that chicken. But it's incredible. And I didn't know that the chickens are almost dinosaurs, similar to the dinosaurs. I don't know exactly, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Okay, so what I was saying is I am going to try and do different tones and combine them together so that I can have something similar to that. And the way for me to do that, and I'm going to see if I can stand it up here. I have my iPad there, and now I'm going to go to the side view so you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Okay, so here I am. My idea is this is my base teal. On top of that teal, the main principle that we want to do is we want to have from light to dark. So this is my light background, and I'm going to start building up some darker colors so that the tones are bolder like that. That's my whole idea. And so basically what I need to do now is I need to try to come up with different tones of blue and teal. And like I said, I'm using this picture here as my guidance. And this is the darkest right here. This is the darkest. And then this one is also a good one. So I'm going to use a combination of different, let's say, hues, I guess. So let me start here with, see, so this is one that I have here. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of this one. So the music, if you can hear it, that instrument is Andean instrument. It's called zampoña. It's pretty cool. Okay, so here's another color that I have. And I kind of, this one is a good one for like the brightest. So I'm actually going to put it right here. I don't know if I can hear the music. Maybe just me, might need to go up in volume. Okay, let me try that. How about now? Okay, so I'm putting this color here. Ahora sí? Ah, okay. Gracias. Thank you, thank you. All right. So, and then darker blue. I'm gonna put the darker blue here. This band is a Chilean band, an activist Chilean band. And let's see, Iyapu. It's a great one. It's a really, really good one. Iyapu is the band. All right, so we have so far 3 tones or hues, and then I'm going to use this one here. And what I'm doing is I'm going to have them on the outside, and then I'm going to mix what I want in the middle. See, all these instruments, if you're curious, these are all Andean instruments. So there's a quena, it's a type of flute, it's all wooden. And the zampoña is bamboo sticks. So it's pretty cool. And then the charango is like a ukulele, but a different type, but in the vicinity of ukulele. All right. Okay. So we have my base colors that I'm going to be using. And picture here. And I'm going to start with the head, okay? So I am going to leave the body on a little bit farther. And let me see. So it looks like I want to do a bright, lighter color on this part, closer to the body, and then the outside of the feathers will be darker. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with, hello Lemon, welcome in, friend. I'm glad you're here. All right, so let me do a dark hue, and for that I think I'm gonna mix. And I'm gonna do just the tips. I hope that you can see good. Maybe I want to put it closer. Is that looking good? Let me put my colors on the other side. So happy to see you. I am so happy to see you too. I am doing good. There are some family issues happening in my home country, unfortunately. And it's been a little bit stressful. And I'm probably gonna have to travel down there soon. And I'm also starting a new job, so that's not a very good timing. But hey, what can we do, right? There's not a lot that we can do. Thank you, Lemon. We're doing work outside the webs are in and out, just in chat. Yeah, I know. But I love to have you in chat also, so that's great. Okay, so I'm doing the tip with a darker blue. And what I also like to do is I like to, the strokes, I want them to follow like the vein, right? The same direction of the vein in the feather, if that makes sense. Right, and here. And I'm mixing my color like this. I have 4 base blue teal type of. Hi Jake, good to see you too. Thank you for being here. I'm supporting my Baby Roub here with promoting trying to support my Baby Roub with the campaign. So you can see it in the screen there. if you're so inclined, we would be eternally grateful. Hello, Ravi. So, I'm glad that you're here, Ravi. Ray Vega? Ray Vega? You're happy not to be here in any capacity. I know, I'm happy that group is here anyways. Thank you for being here anyways. In chat. Okay, and I'm trying to do this rooster. And I looked up a picture and I wanted to have like a inspiration of what colors to use. And I found this one with teal color feathers. How about that? And so I am trying to have that tone. I hope that you can see good, that the camera is showing a good view. Thank you for all the lurkers out there. Definitely. See, so here I'm trying to put a little bit of depth in the blue by putting a darker color in the tips of the feathers. And I am liking the idea of having some like streaks, some streaks of different hues here. That's what I'm trying to convey or trying to make. There. It's like fire and ice. The can view is great. Oh, is it? Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you. Okay, I'm glad you're here, Ray Vega. Oh, I know, Jacob. I feel the same way. Good. I'm glad to hear that, Jacob. Oh, thank you, Ray Vega. Thank you for the compliment there. Okay, so I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing the tips of these feathers. I'm putting some depth with a darker blue slash teal that I'm making my own hue there. Alpine! Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, so putting some depth and
his feathers. By adding some darker blue/teal on the tips. Right there. So I covered the tips of the top tail, so to speak. I'm gonna leave it aside, and I'm going to do the same with the bottom piece. And mixing, 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 blue and dark teal. See, and I am again on the same direction of the grain, so to speak. So the opposite of against the grain, I guess. I'm going towards the grain so that the feathers look a little bit more realistic. And I'm gonna do here in the bottom of this one. Dark, dark teal. The tip of the bottom tail. Let's see, is this one also? Yeah, I'm gonna put here some dark also. Hope that you guys can see what I'm doing here. So the whole idea is layers. Painting ceramics has a lot to do with handling different layers on top of each other. And the reason for that is because if you only have one layer, it is not going to be bold enough. Unless you want like a watercolor type of look, which is also pretty cool. But what I want here, I want a bolder color. So I start with light, and then I go from light to the dark color. That way I can have both without the dark color like covering too much the light color, because that is what happens. If you go from light to dark, then the light kind of like dissipates the darker color. So, or the other way, the light color on top of dark will kind of fade away. You will not be able to see it as bold as you would like. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going from light to dark. Okay, so here we have that there. And I continue on the bottom of the little butt, the little rooster's butt. Here we go. Let me check out something here. Oops, I was too liquid. Ooh. Hi, Chaos. And what was that? Oh, you are 75% way of completing your goal. Okay, good. Hola, Chaos Bean. How are you doing? It's good to see you here. Welcome in. See, I'm giving some streaks here. Some streaks of the dark. Because again, if you are just getting in, I am trying to use this picture as my inspiration of what I want to convey here. Thank you, Chaos. I'm glad that you did too. I'm so glad to have you here. Watches because I'm always interested in repairing them and phones and other stuff. Oh, I love that. It's like mechanic stuff. I love mechanic watches actually. But maybe you're referring to the digital ones. It used to be like a work of art, really. Those mechanisms. Okay. So here I am. Finishing with the tips. Maybe there also. I'm going to put a little bit of streaks here. And Rebecca, do you actually fix them when they break? Let's see, how's it going here? Okay, so I'm doing those, and then I need to come up with how am I going to give that deepness to the feathers on the chest. And I am going to show Now, so if you see my picture here, you see how it has like, but it's just not showing the picture because of the reflex. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use, so here, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna use this teal now to put like a 2 or 3 tone on the feathers here. And so I'm gonna start with this right here. You guys can see what I'm doing. So I put some water here, and I am going to, oh, you can't see the picture? Okay, I'm glad. So I'm trying to get inspiration of the different hues with that picture. And this is my creative process working here. So let's see. Let's do something like this. Sorry if I get quiet a little bit, but when that happens, is either because I'm doing something that requires a steady hand, or because I'm looking at what I'm doing and seeing if it's what I want. That's my creative process happening. Okay. And the thing with this type of paint is you really don't know how it's gonna look like after the firing in the kiln. See what's happening? So it is drying out, and now I don't see that much. So there's a watchmaking school I want to go to, but it's like 6 hours away from home. And my mom said it's better to go to the closest college, which I understand. Yeah, I understand too. But that sounds super fun. Watchmaking. Like as a mechanic watch? Really? I didn't even know that that is still a thing. To be honest, that sounds super cool. Okay, so what's happening here is it's drying out, and so you can't really see it that much, right? But so based off that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put different tones in different parts of it. I also want to take up carpentry as well. That sounds cool. That sounds super cool. Oh. Manders, thank you so much. And Chaos, you got a sub. Manders, I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so on the chest, I'm doing this little like pressing. And I'm going to do it on the head, the portion of the chest that starts on the head also. And I'm going to do just a couple, not a lot. There. It's probably going to okay, Are you liking the music? This is Argentinian. Okay, so, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use one. Okay, I'm gonna show you this one. Look at this little brush. It has like a little bit of a pom-pom. And I'm gonna use it. Okay, so I hope that you see what I'm doing. That I'm putting more little dots on random places here. So the neighbor has chickens, and so now I hear a rooster calling, and I'm thinking that is calling this rooster here. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same on the head in the chest section there. There. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now I am going to put little dots with this same brush that I'm cleaning a little bit with the lightest of the green slash teal that I have, which is that one. This one here. This one is probably not going to show that much. It's my guess. Maybe I should do it with a different brush. Choosing brushes here. I am choosing brushes. Which one should I use? Okay, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one this time. You know, what you choose for your brush is very important, because some of the brushes can really perform things differently than you're used to, and maybe more accurate of what you want. And so I've learned to choose my brushes carefully. See what I'm doing here? I'm trying to, with this brush that has a little bit of a slanted side, I'm trying to use it to kind of emphasize the edges of the feathers here. See, so now I have 4 different hues of this teal slash blue. See, because if I paint the whole body with one tone, it's just not going to be as fun. And it looks too flat, right? Here I have some like linear feathers, and I'm going to emphasize the lines, putting a light line on the top of the feather. You see? How's it looking? What do you think? Ah, thank you, Roob. Roob, are you liking the music? Do you recognize it? A little bit? Totally forgot that other side. Okay, I need to do the other side, so I'm gonna do the little spots. See, that instrument that you're hearing right now is the zampoña, and it is bamboo sticks. It's so cool. Good morning, Snow. Good time zone. We are doing great, and now better that you're here. Okay. Okay. Let me put some of the lights colors. Light colors right here. A little bit of actually the lines are here. I see them. Coming along, it's coming along. Okay, so what to do now? Let me see what I have. What to do now? Still thinking. Okay. So my idea now is I am going to try to follow that grain on the feathers with lines with different hues. Okay. And for that, I'm going to see what is the right brush. Thank you, Ray Vega. I'm glad you like it. It's looking cool. It's looking cool. So speaking of the right brush. So look at this one. This one is really good for streaks, right? And it's a really good liner also. And I think I am on break, so thank you for your patience. Okay. So let me go with this one first. Then use this darker teal. Here I am, trying to follow the natural streaks that the feather has. Other side. What did I do here? Okay, so here's the streak that I'm following. I don't know if you can see it there. Here we go. Aha! Are we back? We are back. We are back. We are back, everybody. If you were on break, I am doing some streaks here, following the natural streak that the feather has. Everybody back from break. Welcome back. Welcome back. Here I am doing the streaks, and this is what happens when it gets dry. The color kind of fades a little bit. And that is not a bad thing because I don't want it to be super, super, super bold. I just want it to be different tone, if you get what I mean. All right, so I should do right here. There's a streak that should have a little bit of that. Maybe on this side also. Okay, I'm gonna go now with the bottom and do the same. This darker line. There we go. Let's see, maybe I'm gonna change to this one and see how this one shows up. There, I'm gonna do. There we go. I don't see the streak. Now, here it is, I think. There's another one. Oh no, this is not a good view. Really, because it is too big. That's why I wanted to have this one. I think this one's better. Oops. And now, hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, here we go. Phew. You can see me, right? All right, all right, all right. And this side. There. Okay, so I'm doing. You can see. Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, for a minute it went black, but I recovered it. And because I moved to a different camera, but a different camera doesn't show well when the piece that I'm painting is big like this one, big and bulky. Okay, so see there. And the other side. Lines. All right, so now my idea is I'm going to mark these lines now with a lighter. Let's see which one. So I just use this one. I think I'm gonna do the blue, the dark blue, to make some contrast there. And I'm gonna change. Maybe more here actually. There. One and line. Should I? No, not in the center, but here. I'm just trying to see what is the vein or the direction of the feather showing me. It's like it's showing me where to put these lines. If that makes sense. Not the right brush. See, I'm looking for the right brush. Maybe this one. Okay, this one is one of my favorite brushes. It's so tiny. It barely has a tip, and the tip is actually square or straight. And that makes me, hello, big froggy, big frog girl, bye frog girl. Nice having you. Welcome in. So this guy lets me control where I want my brush with something like very precise and very small. Okay, so, and I'm gonna try and do a little bit, put a little bit more water. Sorry, now I am with the darkest blue in my palette.
Nuestra es toda la mañana, afuera penando el sismo, la ciudad mentalizada, las noticias de la plaga, las normas matando al ritmo, las leyes con su sadismo, perros de la maquinaria.
Yeah, I got silent because I am looking at what is this doing? What effect is this having? Let me see, where do I have these lines?
Adentro ningún modismo, la carne totalitaria, las orillas de la cama, donde en casi todo existo, las fotos
Okay. The other side with the little lines, just some lines.
La boca de lo más limpio, beso fuera de la raya, que los dos haciendo cama, que despierto no me he visto, que colchón de trapecismo, que la puerta bien cerrada, que la lengua solidaria, que el disparo, que matando el egoísmo. Clara, dame un beso en la cama.
Let's see.
Nuestra es toda la mañana.
Okay. I think I'm kind of done.
Dame un beso
Or am I?
en la cama. Nuestra es toda la mañana.
Okay. Okay. What else could I put here? Okay, the other side.
Puesto a pensar que esta tierra es de nosotros y no del que tenga más. Yo pregunto si en la tierra nunca habrá pensado usted que si las manos son nuestras, es nuestro lo que nos dé. A desalambrar, que la tierra es nuestra, es tuya y de aquel, de Pedro y María, de Juan y José. Si molesto con mi canto alguno que ande por ahí, le aseguro que es un gringo o un dueño del Uruguay. A desalambrar, que la tierra es nuestra, es tuya y de aquel, de Pedro y María, de Juan y José. Yo pregunto a los presentes si no se han
I'm looking at the other side. Okay. Here.
A desalambrar, que la tierra es nuestra, es tuya y de aquel.
In this part here, I don't like how it came too much up there. So I am, see if I can show. I can scrape it out. There we go. Okay. So looking around and check. Check. I am going to get my bandana. No, I can't because it's being used. So check here. Rotating and rotating. What do you guys think? Does it need anything else? Maybe the lines here. Just over there. There it is. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to show you what is the process for glazing this little big, right? Little big rooster. Okay. For that, let me see. I'm going to change the view, and hopefully people can see the studio a little bit more. And this area here, got some books that I'm going to be moving. And that makes a space. This is a mold that we have. Fix the face. Show you the glazing process. Can you still see me? See? Yes? Okay. so many things here. I need to tidy up a little bit. Let me move this one here. You can see good, right? This side. I'm putting away some stuff here. I need to save for the dates. I'm going to dip that Rooster into our bucket of glaze. We have a bucket of glaze for the bed. For the bed. Oh, what was that? Oh, you are making, hello, Sister Mika. Mikita. I'm making the dishes. Oh, thank you. That's so nice. Thank you for the follow, Aqua Shock. That's so sweet. Hello, Hormiguita. Look, my studio. I'm showing my studio. Let me sit down so that I can properly say hi. First of all, with this. How are you? It's so nice to see everybody. Thank you. Welcome, readers. So I see. Thank you so much. Thank you for the rate. So what were you doing, Hormiguita? How was your stream? How was your stream? I never see you live, so this was perfect. Oh, thank you, Mijita. I know. Well, I am still on summer break, so that's why I'm not teaching at this time. Normally I'm teaching, but today I decided to do it during the day. So I'm so glad that it worked out. What were you streaming? What were you doing in your stream? Got some good loots today. Nice. Woes. Ah, you were playing WoW? You know, they abuse my ears. I need to wash them. That's so funny. Welcome, Raiders. I am here with my Baby Roub. She's on chat also. She was streaming with me, but her internet failed. So now she is on chat. How's everybody? How have you been, Hormiguita? No, you won't, and you know it. Oh, so you think he's Hormiguita's not? Hormiguita's not. Sorry. Oh, you should be banned from you, I don't think so. Show us what you're working on. Okay. You think, Ru, I show? Very nice, very nice, very nice. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you have to go, please feel free to go. And I am super, super, super grateful that you rated me. I feel honored. So thank you, thank you. So should I continue what I was doing? And like I said, please feel free to go if you need to go. Well, I am going to prepare here my table for the glazing process. Okay. So let me see. Thank you for the herkies. And thank you again for your brain. Enjoy your rest of your day. Okay, So I am cleaning a little bit here because I'm putting or making some space for the rooster, the glazing.
Yo no he sabido nunca de su historia. Un día nace allí sencillamente. El viejo puerto vigiló mi infancia con rostro de fría indiferencia. Porque no nací pobre y siempre tuve un miedo inconcebible a la pobreza.
Now, and wait, explain what am I going to do. So here we have some glaze. Not this one, no. This one is the glaze. So a big pot here. This. All right. So I have so here. Let me see if I can show you, but if you can see inside is the color green apple, right? Apple green, but it is completely separated. The water separates from the glaze, from the actual glaze. So I need, before doing this, I need to mix it. And what I do is I use a drill with a mixer so that I mix it properly. Oops. I never can do this. There. There? Yes. Okay. So I have my drill. I'm going to show that it has a mixer on the tip here. And now I'm going to mix it. Ooh. Slowly, slowly, slowly. If I don't do this, if I don't mix it, then there's some lumps, and that's really not good for glazing because it has to be the right mix. If you have tough lumps, the food will come out like cloudy. And you definitely don't want that. So very, very, very well. All right. And I have my tongs that are these. See, my tongs. And put my booster like that. And I want to make sure that it doesn't have any dust inside. Okay, so here you see that inside it has some dust. I am going to make sure that the dust is all out. Okay. Good. Ooh. Okay. little grab. Very carefully. And I want to make sure that I do it one dip, but it is covering the whole thing. And see, now it is green, but this place is clear. So when I cover it with the glaze, oh no, when I put it in the kiln, then the glaze comes out clear and glossy. Okay, so I need to wait a little bit here and really carefully. There. And right here, I got, let's see, where's my red? No, this is not my red. Oh, I don't find my red, I need red. Bright red, okay. Why? Because with my finger I damaged a little bit and I can't really show you because if I move it, but I need to make sure that it has a red there. I smudged it accidentally with my finger. So there, should save the day. And now I'm gonna make sure with I'm gonna make sure to put some more glaze there in this part. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that. I'm gonna wait for the red to dry. And now on this one, so I have to be creative and move the piece inside the bucket so that it actually covers everything. Waiting there for the little drops to, or the excess actually. And here you see a lump. I don't like that lump. I'm going to take it out, and here's another lump. And this has to be very careful because if you do it too strong, too hard, it will smudge the paint. My little dance. Ooh. There. See, now I am how's everybody? So I'm waiting now for this to dry. I also want to show you I almost forgot, and I realized because I almost stained my clothes. So look what I have. Look at this. Oops. So this was my Mother's Day. Let me show you. Look at cute. It's my Mother's Day gift. I think you are using wrong mic. It's so nice. I know, right? Am I using a wrong mic? How do I check that, sweetie? So mic. Hello, hello, hello. You see the mic. Do I go to properties? And then, oh my gosh, it is using the laptop. Mic properties, yes. Logitech. Hello. Is that better? Is that better? I think I did it. It was hard to hear you in the back. Much better. Oh my gosh. You're a genius, Rube. You are a genius. Okay. Oh my gosh. There. It was picking up pretty good for the laptop. Really? It was? Oh my gosh. Well, that's good. That's good to know. Okay, so yes, this was my Mother's Day. My Mother's Day present. It says brush it off for Brush It Off Seattle. Isn't it the cutest? Okay, now I'm protecting my clothes. And I have this glazed already, right? I am going to show you some pieces that, whoa, I almost broke it. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, so this was a little girl who painted these 3 figurines, and it is the cutest because it is for her teachers. Now that she is leaving pre-K, she wanted to give her preschool or pre-kinder teachers some gifts. Look how cute. So I am going to glaze them. And then I have these 2 that some other clients came and painted. This one was made by Chris. The bowl was made by Chris. It's a leaf bowl. It's pretty cool. And then I have this one. Look how cute. These are my clients who come, and I know it's the cutest. See? Okay. So I'm gonna glaze those also. And the last thing I have to glaze is this one, who was a client who called and came, and this is for her boyfriend. Look how cute. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so these are the things that I have for glazing, and here we go. So I think I'm gonna do, yeah, first of all, I am going to mix it again. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Really good. So it's well mixed here. Now I'm gonna do the plate first. And for the plate, I'm gonna have to actually when I get quiet is because I'm doing something difficult. This one didn't. It was not big enough. I mean, wide enough, the bucket. So I have to finish it by brushing it on the part that didn't get the glaze. And then on the bottom here, there were some chunks. So I need to get rid of the chunks, but really carefully so that I don't smudge the painting. Okay. Waiting a little bit. There. Woo! Delicate movements. There we go. There. Okay. How's everybody doing? Let's see the chat. Gamer PC privilege. Oh, I know. That's why the microphone was so good, huh? It's pretty good. Okay. So I am going to glaze these 3 pieces, and then I think don't have anything else to do. So when I'm done doing this, I am going to rate somebody else. How does that sound? Sound good? Okay. Let's wait just a little bit. Put it on the fan here. I have a fan right behind you guys. There. Now the little snail. There. And then the last one is this Okay. Let me. Here I am, and I am grateful for your company. Oh, hi, Gerbo. I love you too, darling. Very nice to have you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I just finished all my work, so I am going to. I'm so sad that you didn't see the rooster, Gerbo, but I'll put some pictures there so you can see it. I know. I'm also really glad that you guys caught some stream of MammaRoub with Rube in chat. Um, I am going to rate somebody. Let's see who. Gerbo, I'm so sorry that you're just in. Let's see. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. So let me see who is live. Who should I raid? Mm, I could. I could raid.
Hello! Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty kitty. Hi, kitty kitty. Oh.